Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Look at what we're making today. Oh, I couldn't stop making these, and so I wanted to show you up close what they look like. These are gusseted crinkled envelopes using repurposed magazine pages. Look at the size of the gussets there, guys, and these pages are absolutely beautiful. These envelopes have a little tiny spine at the top. You can decorate them any way that you choose. And like I said, those pages, they're something else. Even the inside pages, the pictures on the inside, those are the gussets, and they're large. So let's create together. I have a Daphne's Diary coloring book, and the pages inside here are absolutely beautiful. They're double-sided, and they're not too shiny. They have a lovely feel and texture to them. Let's pick out the page that we want to make our envelope together. I'm sure it's right there. There it is. It's that beautiful blue and gold one. I love it. I'm going to need to use a knife to cut it out of the magazine, using my ruler to help me steady my hand and cutting it out cleanly. There it is. So now what I want to do is I want to kind of see, I might want to make it like that, but first we're going to need our tracing paper. So it's not coffee dyed, and we're going to be taking it directly out of the packet. Placing it on top of our beautiful paper, that's going to be the inside of the envelope. Adding my wet glue to all four sides of the page. I've not tried a glue stick with this project. Do not know if it would work well or not, but I do know that the wet glue is wonderful. Now when you have the glue down and you've got your tracing paper, make sure it's correctly placed, because once it touches that wet glue, it sucks it down onto itself. Turn your page over and wipe out any extra glue that seeps through. You're going to need to trim your pages to fit your beautiful page that you've selected. Here are some ideas that I have for decorating. But first, before we start, I want to ink up both the front and the back side of the paper. And I absolutely love how inking makes the page look. It's gorgeous. Once you've decided what you want for your top and bottom, fold your page over 4.5 inches and crease it well. Turn it and fold the other side down to the top of the page you just folded. It's about 2.5 inches. Now lift it back up and move it 1/4 of an inch smaller to give you that spine at the top of your envelope flap. That will enable you to open and fold your envelope easily once you fill it with your goodies. There's that spine right there. I'm going to ink it up just a little bit. And here is that inking up the spine, and then I'm going to show you that spine. That's how it looks at the top of your envelope. It's time for the gussets. So I am using copy weight paper that I've coffee dyed, and I'm cutting it to be the height of the depth of the envelope. 2-inch strips, giving it a cut here. You'll want to fold these strips in half. I'm inking it heavily to be able to show you how you want to fold this, as well as helping you remember that that's what goes on the edge of the envelope. Open up your strip, fold the edge up to the fold, the center fold, turn it. Do the exact same thing on the other side. This is how your piece needs to look. I do ink mine up. That's just a personal choice. There is your gusset. It's going to work just like that. You've made one. Now it's time to make the other. You need one for each side of your envelope. Highlighting that again so that you can see easily that you take that edge, you fold it up to the center fold, turning it, doing the exact same thing on the other side, and then a little bit of ink. There we go. So now open your envelope up. You see where it's heavily inked, and I'm pulling those pages back. That's how it's going to need to fit in your envelope. I'm using wet glue, my art glitter glue, and adding my glue to the edge of the paper. You're going to want to be very careful and make sure you have that folded edge on the outside and line it up the very best that you can. Pressing it down so it gets stuck to the inside of your envelope. Checking to make sure nothing's sticking out. And there you have it, a little accordion. Now we're going to want to do the exact same thing to the other side. Making sure we place the folded part facing outward and getting it fixed right in the envelope so nothing sticks out. Double checking to make everything is the way we want it. Now we add our glue to the top portion. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Both sides are glued at the same time, and fold your envelope closed. Now you have your gussets. There you go, you guys. That was so much fun, and it wasn't hard at all. Just checking, make sure everything's just the way you want it. I took some lace and I sewed with my machine, and I made a ruffle, and I'm going to use my hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue down the ruffle onto the bottom of the flap of my envelope, using a little silicone stick to make sure that it gets pushed down into the hot glue. And I have to do it in sections because hot glue dries so very quickly that you have to do it in sections. Now if you're using a different type of glue, you could do it all at once. A little trim, and now we're looking at it again, checking it out. A little bit of Sari silk. Oh, it's that beautiful teal color. And we're going to add our glue. Now I'm going to go all the way across this time because I'm going to add this Sari silk on top at the same time, all in one motion. I sewed a little bit on the machine just to give it a little extra layering look, a little trim. There we have it. Oh, it's turning out so well. I'm very pleased. I have a dish. In my dish, I have a bulb pin. I have a little lace and some small beads. I also have a piece of that same color Sari silk, and I'm going to make it a little narrower by ripping the sari silk to the width I want, and I'm going to make a little bow. There we go, a little bow. Taking my bulb pin, and I'm going to add a blue bead, a gold bead, another blue bead, and then my sari silk bow, and there's Frankie Francine, she's telling us something. And then the little piece of lace, and we're going to pop it right onto our envelope. I absolutely loved making this project with you. If you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.